This is Squeebles. Squeebles is 4.5-year-old neutered male kitty with cerebellar hypoplasia, and he also has extreme allergies, and he gets bouts of gastroenteritis, and during those bouts of gastroenteritis we have to give him a bland diet and many different kinds of medications. Right now I'm going to give him some tuna water because he's not really holding much down of anything, but we have to get him some hydration. He also is going to have some sub-Q fluids at the vet later, but for now I'm just giving him a little bit of tuna water in a syringe, about 4 mLs. And sometimes when you have to give medication to an animal through a syringe, or fluids or whatever through a syringe, it's hard. So this is kind of a big syringe for this. Unfortunately, I don't have any little ones on hand, so I'm going to show you with the big syringe. But basically what I do is I hold it in my fingers like this, and I put my thumb on the end of it because that gives me the greatest control. I don't want to squirt this into his mouth because it's going to make him gag. You don't want to do that with a cat that's already has some stomach issues. So as you can see, he's hungry. He wants this because he hasn't been getting much in. So what I'll do is I'll squeeze it so that there's a tiny little drop at the end. It's easy to see on him because he's black, so it's a black backdrop. And I'll just kind of let him lick it up. Some of it might drip off, that's okay. But, I mean, if he wasn't... Force feeding cats is not the best thing in my opinion because it just makes them angry and makes them stressed out, and stress is hard on a cat. So, as you can see, he's not super hungry. He's a little interested, but I'm not going to force it on him. I'm just going to squeeze these tiny little drops out and let him drink whatever he wants. And he's very wobbly because of the cerebellar hypoplasia. Sometimes I'll hold my hand on the back of his head to stabilize it, but holding the camera, so I can't right now. So, if you did have to give a cat something by mouth through a syringe and they were a less than willing patient, then what you normally do is you go in the side of their mouth, and he's actually pretty willing, so, sorry. Trying to do this and hold the camera at the same time. But you'd go in the side of their mouths like this. You'd find that little groove in between their teeth and just kind of squirt whatever you have to in there. But again, don't squirt too much too fast. You don't want to make them choke. You don't want to make them aspirate. You don't want to make them vomit. Anyway, that's just a little video about how to syringe feed a cat.